Well, if you're watching this video here, first of all, let me just say thank you so much for being interested in helping out with our Sunday night plans for children throughout this summer. We are excited to get back to Sunday night gatherings throughout the summertime this year and Bible classes for our kids. And we have an exciting theme picked out, Let Your Light Shine, from Matthew chapter 5. And we've chosen some lessons that are going to go along with that theme. And we're planning to kick this off on June the 6th. And I know that that's coming up very quickly. And I just wanted to provide this video so that, life is busy. The summer is especially busy, and if you are wanting to get involved but wanted to get some quick access to sort of what the plans are and ways that you can be involved, hopefully this video will help with that. And also, hopefully it'll just help you to kind of see what the idea is and how very doable we think that this is, and what a great opportunity this is for us to start re-engaging our kids with some Sunday night Bible teaching. So let's get to it. All right, so what is this thing that we're planning to do on Sunday night with our kids? Well, I would say let's try to think of it as sort of a hybrid between the laid-back simplicity of our Sunday night services before COVID, combined with some of the fun and kind of station-based elements of a vacation Bible school. Now, this is not going to be a full-fledged VBS. There's not going to be weekday activities, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like we've had in the past. It's just Sundays. And it's not going to be 6 to 8 p.m. We're just doing our regular Sunday night time slot from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. But within that hour, our kids are going to have the opportunity to sing VBS songs, to learn a Bible lesson, and then to go to some stations like a Bible experience station, or maybe our activity for the night, which could be a game one week, a craft the next week, or something along those lines. So much like our regular Sunday night classes, there's a little bit of opportunity here to plan and adapt. It's not like VBS where it's just 1 week that you arrive at, and then you got to have everything ready for that just 1 week. And if you don't get people, if they're out of town that week, then you just miss out on it. We're going to spread this out throughout the summer so that we can prepare for it and so that we can engage with people. And it kind of fits with some of our goals for this as well. So what makes this a success if we really are able to go forward with these plans? Well, we'll never turn down huge numbers, but that's not really our measuring stick at this point as we sort of work our way out of these COVID disruptions. So what we really want to do is something simple and fun and just a little bit special that can help our families and perhaps also families in our neighborhood to sort of get back in the mindset of Sunday night at College Hill, which is something we've always loved offering. And so we hope that, by spreading this out on Sunday nights, we can sort of reform some of those habits and do it in kind of an exciting way to kind of get back going again. Also, since the summer people are in and out, like we said earlier, we don't want somebody to just miss the 1 week that we offer something like this, but rather kids can come anytime that we offer it throughout the summer and enjoy it. This also gives an opportunity for people to serve, and that includes our youth group, who's going to be involved with half of the time and then doing youth activities on the other half of the time that we offer this. But there's also opportunities for people of all ages, and we'll talk about those in just a second. And then lastly, this gives our families here a chance to invite their friends, especially friends with children, to a casual environment and activity-based thing for their kids where they can learn the Bible and really build some good friendships. And it's not just 1 week. They'll be able to offer them the opportunity to come back again and again whenever they're able throughout this summer. So that's the idea that we're working with here. Now let me give you a little overview of what a typical night might look like and how you might be able to help. So you can think about our Sunday night kids activities as taking place in 2 phases. First, there will be the auditorium phase. So when everybody comes, they'll come through and our children will pick up a color-coded name tag for their group in the front lobby area and then make their way to the auditorium. So we've got 4 groups of age groups for the kids this year. There's the red group, which is the 3rd through 5th grade group, the orange group for kindergarten through 2nd grade, a yellow group for our 3s and 4s, and then the pink group for our 2 and under kids. Now, if children are in the 2 and under group, group, the pink group, they're just going to go straight to the children's wing, and we're going to have sort of a cradle roll nursery thing for them. So they won't be in the auditorium and making the different rotations like the other groups. They'll just do their own separate thing. Now, the other three groups are going to go in and they're going to sit near the front of the auditorium in the two middle sections in rows that are laid out for them. So we're going to need some helpers for that. We'll need group helpers to kind of sit with the kids during the singing and the lesson and then walk with the kids to the stations that they go to. We'll also need some folks out in the front lobby for the Sunday night time to greet people as they come in and also give them the name tag that they need to go with their particular group. So those are both things that you might be interested in doing to help serve. So once everybody gets into the auditorium, we'll have VBS songs that we'll sing together, and then the children will be introduced to the Bible story. Perhaps myself or Colby or our new youth minister, Brady Jackson, might provide like a little short Bible lesson for the kids in the auditorium. And then at that point, we will dismiss from the auditorium, and our three groups that are in the auditorium will go to their various places, which will start phase 2. And when we do that, we'll transition in the auditorium as well to an adult Bible class that we're going to be offering from 5:20-ish when our auditorium children's time ends until 6 o'clock. So now let's look at phase number 2. Now, this is the fun part. We start to have our kind of mini VBS-like stations. So we had our three groups, the 3s and 4s, the K through 2nd, and the 3rd through 5th, who were all in the auditorium together. When we dismiss from the auditorium, we're going to have a little 5-minute transition period from 5:20 to 5:25. Our youngest group, the yellow group, the 3s and 4s, are going to go to the children's wing, and they're going to have their own class from that point forward. No rotating to stations. We're just going to have a teacher there for them who teaches Bible class for them. At that stage, they'll be there until when we dismiss at 6 o'clock. Our other two groups are going to go to 2 stations and then swap. So first, we can imagine our red group, the 3rd through 5th grade, might go from the auditorium to the Bible experience room. And that's going to take place in classroom A on the adult wing. So they'll just go right out the side door of the auditorium and straight into that classroom. We'll have that set up so that they can have like a 15-20 minute time to learn the Bible story on a deeper level and experience it. And we're excited for the kids to be able to do that. Meanwhile, our other group, the orange group, the kindergarten through 2nd grade group, will be headed toward the children's wing to the large room at the end of the children's wing where they'll take part in an activity. And that could be a craft on one given week. It could be a game. If it might also possibly, we have the possibility of doing puppets in that room as well. But they're going to do some fun activity that reinforces the Bible story. One of those things, not everything every week, but one of those things. And we really could use people who would help us with that, planning a craft that goes on along with the lesson, or planning a game that might fit with a given week. All told, there's really just 6 weeks of these, so what we would need is just really 6 people to do one activity, or 3 people to do 2 activity, or something like that. It's not a huge burden. We just need someone who can plan something that would be good for kindergarten through 2nd for 15 minutes, and then 3rd through 5th for about 15 minutes as well. Because after about 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to dismiss from our first station, and those 2 groups are just simply going to swap. So the younger group would then go to Bible experience until 6 p.m. The older group would then go to the activity station until 6 p.m. And that's how we would conclude our night together. So when all of that is said and done, we would then just dismiss our children by taking everybody to the fellowship hall where they'll meet their parents there for pickup. And it may be that we find that we could do a little snack or something there for the kids, just kind of a come and go or a come and stay kind of thing. Kids can play on the playground. But our service will actually end at 6 p.m. just as soon as that second station time is over. So it's really kind of a simple, modified hybrid of Sunday night class and some of the fun and exciting aspects of Vacation Bible school. And we hope that together those things can really re-energize and sort of reenact those habits of spending time together on Sunday nights and listening to God's Word. So there's lots of ways that you can help with our plans for this summer. I've mentioned a few of them throughout this video. Greeters who can help with name tags and just welcome people in the front lobby. We'll need group helpers who can walk with the children, sit with the children, make sure they go to all the right places, take them to the bathroom when they need to, that sort of thing. We could use some people who are willing to help with our teaching, like with the 3s and 4s or the cradle roll or others, and we'll have sign-up sheets for these things, and they may fill up quickly, or it may be that we need to spread it out and share it amongst lots of different people. We'll just figure that out. And then we need people who are willing to help with activities. Maybe you help us plan one, or maybe you're just there to kind of help the kids do the craft or do the game or something like that. With the setup that we have, you can kind of pick the weeks that work best for you to serve. And maybe it's just one week that you serve. And the other weeks, maybe you're in the adult Bible class, or maybe you're out of town some, but you can come and serve when you can. But we want to get everybody who wants to be involved with this in the ways that you can. And we hope and pray that this will be a good thing for our church as we start to sort of get back into some renewed periods of Sunday night gatherings together. So just let me know if you have questions, and reach out to us in the office, or talk to me or one of our other staff members if you would like to get involved with this. We'd be more than happy to let you know what needs are most pressing, and we'd be more than happy to hear your ideas and ways that you want to serve. Thanks.